power, deception, and a fall from grace that resonated through history. Today, we delve into the captivating tale of Jezebel, a queen whose name has become synonymous with wickedness, idolatry, and the unrelenting pursuit of power. Her life, marked by unbridled ambition, cunning manipulation, and ruthless actions, ended in a dramatic and violent downfall that continues to fascinate and warn us. Jezebel's story is a testament to the dangers of unchecked ambition, the seductive allure of evil, and the inevitability of divine justice. As we explore her life and death, we will uncover the complexities of her character, the motivations behind her actions, and the far-reaching consequences of her choices. From her origins as a Phoenician princess to her rise as the Queen of Israel, Jezebel's journey is a gripping narrative of political intrigue, religious conflict, and personal tragedy. Her marriage to King Ahab, her promotion of Baal worship, and her relentless persecution of God's prophets are all threads in the tapestry of her remarkable and cautionary story. Join us as we examine the life and legacy of Jezebel, one of the Bible's most infamous figures, and discover the timeless lessons her story holds for us today. Jezebel was born into royalty in the prosperous city of Sidon, a thriving metropolis in ancient Phoenicia. Her father, Ethbaal, held the dual role of king and high priest of Baal, a prominent deity worshipped throughout the region. As a member of the royal family, Jezebel was immersed in a culture that deeply intertwined political power and religious influence. Growing up in this environment, Jezebel was exposed to the intricacies of statecraft, diplomacy, and the strategic use of religion to consolidate power. Her father's position as high priest of Baal would have also familiarized her with the rituals, myths, and theological underpinnings of the Phoenician religion. The city of Sidon itself was a hub of commercial and cultural activity, with trade connections spanning the Mediterranean. This cosmopolitan setting would have broadened Jezebel's perspective, exposing her to diverse ideas, customs, and beliefs. As a princess, Jezebel was likely groomed for a life of leadership, learning the skills necessary to navigate the complexities of royal politics and international relations. Her upbringing in Sidon laid the foundation for her future role as Queen of Israel, where she would wield significant influence and shape the religious and political landscape of the kingdom. Her marriage to Ahab, the king of Israel, was a calculated political move, aimed at solidifying an alliance between Phoenicia and Israel. This union brought about profound cultural and religious transformations, as Jezebel's influence extended far beyond the royal court. As queen, Jezebel championed the worship of Baal and Asherah, importing the religious practices of her native Phoenicia into Israel. This move directly challenged the long-standing tradition of Yahweh worship, which had been the cornerstone of Israel's identity and faith. The Bible recounts in 1 Kings 16 verses 31-33 how Ahab, under Jezebel's sway, constructed an altar for Baal in the temple he built in Samaria, dedicated to the Phoenician deity. This act of religious syncretism was a blatant affront to the exclusive worship of Yahweh, enshrined in Israel's covenant with God. Jezebel's promotion of Baal worship was not merely a personal preference but a deliberate attempt to supplant Yahweh's authority with a more inclusive and accommodating religious system. By embracing Baal and Asherah, Jezebel aimed to create a religious landscape that would legitimize her own power and legitimize the Phoenician presence in Israel. This religious shift had far-reaching consequences, contributing to a period of spiritual apostasy and moral decay in Israel. The prophet Elijah would later confront Ahab and Jezebel, condemning their idolatry and warning of divine judgment. The stage was set for a dramatic showdown between the forces of Yahweh and the adherents of Baal, with Jezebel at the center of the maelstrom. Jezebel's reign was marked by a brutal and relentless persecution of the prophets of Yahweh, as she sought to eradicate the worship of the true God and cement the dominance of Baal and Asherah. Her crusade against the prophets was characterized by violence, intimidation, and murder, with many faithful servants of Yahweh falling victim to her wrath. As recounted in 1 Kings 18 verse 4, Jezebel's reign of terror led to the slaughter of countless prophets, who were hunted down and executed for their refusal to renounce their faith. This campaign of terror was designed to silence the voices of truth and snuff out the flames of religious dissent. However, Jezebel's attempts to extinguish the worship of Yahweh ultimately led to a dramatic and decisive confrontation on Mount Carmel. The prophet Elijah, a fearless and unwavering servant of Yahweh, challenged the prophets of Baal to a public showdown, inviting them to summon their God's power. As told in 1 Kings 18 verses 20-40, the confrontation was a resounding triumph for Yahweh, as Baal's prophets failed miserably to conjure up any semblance of divine power. The humiliating defeat of Baal's prophets was followed by their swift execution, dealing a crushing blow to Jezebel's religious agenda and exposing the bankruptcy of her gods. This pivotal event marked a significant turning point in Jezebel's reign, as the tide of public opinion began to shift against her and her discredited religious policies. The once feared queen now found herself increasingly isolated and vulnerable, her authority and influence beginning to unravel. Jezebel's ruthlessness extended beyond religious persecution to personal ambition and greed. In 1 Kings 21, we read the story of Naboth's vineyard. Ahab desired the vineyard, but Naboth refused to sell it. Jezebel, driven by her unyielding ambition, devised a scheme to falsely accuse Naboth of blasphemy and treason, leading to his execution. Ahab then took possession of the vineyard, but this act of treachery brought severe consequences. Following Naboth's murder, Elijah delivered a dire prophecy against Ahab and Jezebel. In 1 Kings 21 verse 23, Elijah declared, "And also concerning Jezebel the Lord says, dogs will devour Jezebel by the wall of Jezreel." Despite this grim prophecy, Jezebel continued her reign of terror, undeterred and unrepentant. The prophecy would soon come to pass. In 2 Kings 9, Jehu, a commander in the army, was anointed king of Israel with a mission to destroy Ahab's dynasty. Jehu swiftly took action, driving his chariot furiously towards Jezreel where Jezebel resided. As he approached, Jezebel adorned herself in royal attire, painting her eyes and arranging her hair, perhaps to confront Jehu with regal dignity or to seduce him into submission. In 2 Kings 9 verses 30-33, we witness Jezebel's dramatic end. From her window, she taunted Jehu, "Is it peace, Zimri, murderer of your master?" Jehu, unfazed, commanded her eunuchs to throw her down. They complied, and Jezebel's body was dashed against the walls and trampled underfoot. Jehu's soldiers left her body unburied. When they returned to bury her, they found only her skull, feet, and hands, as dogs had devoured the rest. This gruesome end, recorded in 2 Kings 9 verses 36-37, fulfilled Elijah's prophecy, cementing Jezebel's fate and serving as a stark reminder of the consequences of defying God. Jezebel's life and death are a testament to the perils of idolatry, greed, and unrepentant sin. Her story serves as a powerful warning of the inevitable downfall that comes from turning away from God and embracing wickedness. As we reflect on her life, may we be reminded of the importance of faithfulness, humility, and the pursuit of righteousness. Thank you for joining us in exploring the life and dramatic end of Jezebel. If you found this video insightful, please like, comment, and subscribe for more biblical stories and reflections. Until next time, stay blessed and may the Lord keep you.